To truly understand Pokémon, we must go back to the childhood of its creator, Satoshi Tajiri. Born in Tokyo in 1965, Tajiri wasn't like other kids. While his friends played baseball, he spent his days wandering nature, fascinated by insects. He loved collecting them, studying their behavior, and imagining an entire world around them. His friends even called him Dr. Bug. But as Japan became more urbanized, Tajiri's childhood landscape disappeared. Instead of forests, there were highways and buildings. His beloved bugs were harder to find. But something else caught his interest: video games. He became obsessed with arcade games like Space Invaders, fascinated by their mechanics. And soon, his new passion took over. By the time he was a teenager, Tajiri had a new hobby: writing about video games. He started a gaming magazine called Game Freak with his friend Ken Sugimori, who illustrated their articles. They analyzed games, gave tips, and even critiqued developers. But soon, Tajiri realized something. Instead of just writing about games, he wanted to make them. In the late 1980s, Tajiri came up with an idea that combined his childhood love of collecting with his passion for gaming. A game where players could collect and trade creatures. Then he saw something that would change everything: the Game Boy link cable. Tajiri imagined players connecting their Game Boys to trade creatures, just like he traded insects as a kid. He named the project Capsule Monsters. He pitched it to Nintendo, but they didn't get it. The project seemed too ambitious for such a simple handheld system. But one person believed in him: Shigeru Miyamoto, the legendary creator of Mario and Zelda. Miyamoto saw potential in Tajiri's idea and encouraged him to refine it. With Nintendo's backing, the project moved forward, but it wasn't easy. Development took 6 long years. Game Freak nearly went bankrupt. Employees worked for free. Even Tajiri stopped paying himself. But finally, in 1996, Pokémon Red and Green were released in Japan. And at first, they weren't a huge hit. It wasn't an overnight success. But then, something incredible happened. Kids started talking. Players discovered a hidden Pokémon, Mew, buried deep in the game's code. Rumors spread like wildfire. Soon, Pokémon became a sensation across Japan. The game sold millions, a trading card game launched, and an anime followed. Pokémon fever had begun. By 1998, Pokémon was ready to go global. Pokémon Red and Blue were released in the US, along with an English dub version of the anime. And just like in Japan, it exploded in popularity. Suddenly, Pokémon was everywhere. The trading card game became a playground battlefield. The anime introduced Pikachu to the world, making it an instant mascot. Pokémon movies hit theaters. Merchandise flooded stores. Pokémon wasn't just a game anymore. It was a cultural revolution. In 1999, Pokémon Gold and Silver launched, introducing a brand new region, Johto. This wasn't just a sequel, it was an evolution. The game had a day and night system, breeding mechanics, and a post-game twist where players could revisit the original Kanto region. Fans were hooked. Pokémon was now more than just a game series. It was a multimedia empire. From spin-off games like Pokémon Stadium and Mystery Dungeon to blockbuster films like Pokémon. The first movie, the franchise expanded into every entertainment medium imaginable. With Pokémon Ruby and Sapphire, the series moved to the Game Boy Advance, introducing new mechanics and abilities. But some fans were upset. Older Pokémon couldn't be transferred over. Yet despite this, the games were a massive success, keeping Pokémon at the top of the gaming world. Then came 2016. Pokémon Go changed everything. Suddenly, people were walking outside, catching Pokémon in real life. The app became a global phenomenon, making billions and proving that Pokémon's magic was still alive. Today, Pokémon is the highest-grossing media franchise of all time, surpassing even Star Wars and Marvel. From Pokémon Sword and Shield to Legends, Arceus, the series continues to evolve, keeping fans new and old engaged. What makes Pokémon special? Is it nostalgia? The thrill of catching and battling? The memories of trading cards at school? Watching the anime on Saturday mornings? Or the excitement of discovering a new region? Pokémon is more than just a game. It's a community. From competitive tournaments where trainers battle to be the very best, to fan-made projects, art, and music inspired by the series, Pokémon has transcended generations. And it's still evolving. With every new generation, Game Freak continues to refine and innovate, bringing new Pokémon, mechanics, and regions to explore. Pokémon Scarlet and Violet introduced open-world exploration, proving that even after 25-plus years, the franchise is still growing. And the future of Pokémon? Endless possibilities. New games, TV series, movies, and even collaborations with other franchises continue to push Pokémon forward. It's a brand that refuses to fade, always adapting to the times while staying true to its roots. From the dreams of a young boy collecting bugs to a worldwide empire beloved by millions, Pokémon has become a timeless adventure. It's a game that brings people together, no matter their age, country, or background. And as long as there are new trainers ready to begin their journey, the world of Pokémon will never stop growing. So, tell us, what's your favorite Pokémon memory? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more legendary gaming history. And remember, the adventure is always just beginning. Gotta catch 'em all.